And then I said, Sylvester, I don't even know her. Wait a minute. What the fuck do you think you're doing there, you fucking stalker? Fuck you, you can't see shit around here. You're not seeing anything other than this. And my quite miraculous man titties. One of these days I will get a comment about my tits. One of these days. Maybe I should become a Twitch thought, just for the purpose of showing my fucking tits. Because that's all they're good for. I'm going to get arrested. Welcome back to the Olive Oil Soup channel, where I review shit that you've either never heard of or that you do not give two fucks about. Forgive me for the fucking terrible intro. I'm sorry, but things are a bit stressful because school, for me at least, starts tomorrow. So, yay. Go away. Discord notifications. Now, what are we talking about today? Well, I got a surprise for you. Wow, I can see it in the news now. Unfunny kid makes a parody of actually funny person. If you didn't get that reference, well, looks like you live under a rock. I'm sorry, I'm running out of jokes lately. So today, what are we going to do today? Well, I could make a joke about these. I could make a joke about these, but I'm not going to. Or will I? You'll never know. Maybe I'll make an entire video about these, but I'm not going to. Now, instead, I'm going to consult the recently shut closet. Let's see what we got today. What do you know? We got some movies. And before you ask, yes, I am that sad that I buy DVDs. These two in particular are one of my favorite movie series and one of my favorite just movies. Now, today's topic isn't on these two specifically. Today's topic is on, guess what? What makes a good actor? Yeah, I had nothing better to talk about today because I don't have any new comic books, even though I just recently finished them all. Who knows, maybe I'll do a 30-minute video where I review every single comic book individually and every single manga individually. Wouldn't you like to see that? No, what makes a good actor? Well, we all know what makes a good actor. What makes a good actor is an actor that can play multiple roles and at the same time make you believe that they are the character in that role. For example, a bad actor would be, we'll take, fucking, I don't know, who's a bad actor? Jared Leto. Jared Leto. Fucking terrible actor. We all hate him. Not only because he plays one of the worst versions of the Joker, but also because he's a terrible actor. In the sense that you're not looking at Joker, you're looking at a skinny idiot wearing clown makeup. Versus a good actor, which we'll just throw out an example here. I don't know his name, so I'm just going to call him Walter. The guy who played Walter White in Breaking Bad, he can play multiple roles, and he can make you believe that he is that character. I'm not just thinking, wow, when I watch this episode of How I Met Your Mother, I'm looking at this drug-peddling criminal. No, that's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Ted Mosby's sad boss that he has to fire. I said spoiler warning, right? That's a running joke here. I don't say spoiler warning because fuck you. You walked into this on your own. Now, that's just some of the few examples. Now, personally, Jerry Seinfeld is a good actor. By those standards. By those standards. Because he can play a different, well, no. Actually, technically, he is a bad actor, per se. Because you are looking at, like, I was going to use Seinfeld as an example. But Okay, let me start over. Jason Alexander. You're not looking at Jason Alexander, you're looking at George Costanza. And I know, it's big funny to make fun of Seinfeld because it's a bad TV show. Which it is. It's not that funny, in all honesty. But the actors are good actors. Except Jerry Seinfeld. Not because they're funny, but because you can believe that they are the character. You can believe that they're into this role, and you can believe that just overall that they are the character. Let me pull out another example straight out of my ass. Sean Astin. He's probably one of those actors that you do not know unless you hear some of those roles. Such as how, if I ever learned what Walter White's actor's name was, I would not know who you were talking about unless I saw some of his roles. Anyhow, Sean Astin. He was Samwise Gamgee on The Lord of the Rings. He was Bob on Stranger Things. Rest in peace. And he was on Woodlawn. He played this guy named Hank, which was a surprisingly good movie. And, all in all, Sean Astin is a good actor by the standards that I laid down. Because he can make you believe that he is the character that he is playing. That's pretty much one of the biggest and only standards that you need if they're good enough of an actor. Because you can believe that Samwise Gamgee is this character that you are watching. You can believe that Bob, I think his last name was Newby, Bob Newby is this character that you are watching. You can believe that Hank is the character that you are watching. You don't see Sean Astin bumbling around being that one lovable character that you just want to give a hug. No homo. You see the character. You don't see the actor. You don't see some idiot. You like the character. The character is believable to you. Call me an idiot, because this is probably not true, but I believe that, as far as writing goes versus the actor, those are two completely different things. The writing is bad, but if the actor is good enough to play the character from the bad writing, then that makes the actor good. That doesn't make the writing good. That still makes the writing bad. But if the good actor can make the bad writing, the bad character in the bad writing believable, then that's a good actor. That doesn't mean it's good writing. That doesn't mean it's a good movie / TV show / any piece of media. Actually, this technically only applies to TV shows and movies because, actors. That is what overall makes a good actor. What about Adam Sandler? Credit goes to Pyrocynical for this, who is a much bigger YouTuber. I love you, Pyro. Please do not shoot me down for this. I gave you credit. What more do you want from me? I want Petscop 2 as well. No, I don't. So, he said, these aren't my examples, these are his examples. The only reason I'm using his examples were because they were very good examples. And they are true examples. Adam Sandler can also be considered a good actor. I know. Fucking Zohan / Waterboy / whatever his name was and blend it or just go with it, or 50 First Dates, is a good actor. Watch Uncut Gems. Then you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll give you 5 seconds, even though it's an almost 3-hour movie. And 5. Did you watch it? Great. So, basically, what makes Adam Sandler a good actor by these standards is because in Uncut Gems, that is a serious movie, unlike all of his other stuff, as I named before. Because he's mostly in goofy comedies. I say goofy, which technically means that they're supposed to be funny. But I'm just gonna move on. He plays in mostly really goofy and sometimes raunchy comedies. So it was kind of a weird step for him to take when he played in Uncut Gems, because he played a very serious character in Uncut Gems, unlike all of his previous roles, where he would play like some sort of goofy dad, a lovable boyfriend. I say lovable with very large quotation marks. The point I'm trying to make is he's a good actor because he can play multiple roles, and at the same time, by playing said multiple roles, he can make you believe those multiple roles. Because, and it really surprised me that he could go from bumbling idiot to rich guy, who, if you watched it like I said to, died in the end. That's what makes a good actor. We'll throw one more example out there, or two, I don't give a flying fuck. Heath Ledger. Rest in peace, by the way. Great actor also. He played the Joker in the Dark Knight movie. And, I haven't seen any of his other work. I'll need to see his other work, but in that case of the movie, ignoring the idea of able to play multiple roles, but looking at the one role he played as the Joker, in the fact that he's a good actor under the case that he can make you believe that he is the character. That's another example of a good actor. Because, again, you're not looking at some idiot on camera wearing clown makeup. Jared Leto! Sorry, I had something in my throat. Oh, you suck! Sorry, just unoriginal opinions. But anyway, Heath Ledger is a good actor in the sense that he makes you believe that he is this character. You don't see Heath Ledger up there. You don't see insert whoever he was in any of his past movies here. You see the Joker. You see, and better yet, you don't just see the Joker. You see one of the best versions of the Joker that he has been for years. Joaquin Phoenix coming in a close second. I said second. You can't get mad at me. Just overall, he's a good actor because he makes you believe that he is this character. That's what makes a good actor. We'll throw out another example. Lord of the Rings. If you've seen all three of those movies, I am a tiny bit biased because I have grown up with these movies and I fucking love them. And I will sit through every minute and I will preach for every minute and I will defend every minute of every single one of those movies. Then again, I grew up with the extended versions because I'm not a fucking scrub. Just saying. But in Lord of the Rings, whether you like it or not, you cannot deny that there are good actors in there. Because, again, not only are they good with their multiple roles, just to name a few, Sean Astin and Elijah Wood, and the guy who played Aragorn, I know he's in some really good movies, I just can't think of them. Again, whether you like it or not, you have to agree, unless you're fucking insane, well then there's no excuse there, that there are good characters being played. You believe that they are this character. You don't see some idiot on camera playing Dungeons and Dragons with his friend. Even though the two are extremely different. Pushes up nerd glasses. You see the characters. You see Legolas killing orcs. You see Aragorn becoming the king. You have no idea how many times you'll be surprised by this, cried. I'm surprised by that too, because until I cried to those three movies, I had no idea that I was something other than a shell of a human being. Who'd have thunk that YouTubers are people too? I had no idea. I thought the moment I turned on my camera for my first video, I was not considered a human by law anymore. Who'd have thunk? But anyway, good actors. That's my point. We'll throw in one more. Not just actors, but voice actors can apply to this too. So, like in the case of animation, if they can make you believe that they are this character and not just some idiot behind a microphone pretending to be some stupid character, if they can make you believe that they are this character, that makes them a good voice actor. We'll throw in a fat example here if I can think of anything other than anime. BoJack Horseman. There you go. Not only is that an extremely well-written TV show that I highly suggest that you watch, it is full of really good actors because they know what they're doing. It's my favorite actor in there being Will Arnett, because he was perfect for BoJack. He was perfect for BoJack. It's just that simple. It's like in The Silence of the Lambs. If anyone other than Anthony Hopkins played Hannibal, that movie would have fucking sucked. Because if Anthony Hopkins did not play that character, it would not have been as believable. Case in point, the three-season TV show Hannibal. Now, don't get me wrong, it was okay. But let's be honest here, Hannibal was... I'll just leave you with one word, and I promise I'm not racist. German. Now, if Anthony Hopkins did not play Hannibal, well, that movie would have absolutely sucked balls. But it would have been an offense to that person whose balls were getting sucked. So even then, it would leave its mouth dry and ballless. That's how much it would have sucked if Anthony Hopkins was not in it. And I don't care how much, what's her name carried it. I forgot her name in the movie. It was... She was the main character. She would have had to carry it. And don't get me wrong, she was a really good actor in that movie too, but I don't think she would have been able to carry it on her own without Anthony Hopkins there to carry the role of Hannibal. Case in point, the sequel movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I also love the sequel movie, but let's be honest here. That lady was the only one who could play Lady. I'm gonna get dislike bombed by all these stupid comments I'm making. Oh, and another example here is, The Mask. And again, I'm stealing a point here, but I'm gonna give credit because A, it's not my point, and B, it's a really good point, and the credit should remain to that person. But Elvis the Alien made the point in his Son of the Mask video that the fact that Jim Carrey carried the role of the Mask made it in a 10,000 times better movie, because the character of the Mask is an overall goofy guy. And since Jim Carrey is a naturally goofy guy, it made the movie 10,000 times better than it would have if Jim Carrey was not in it. And the same goes for if Jim Carrey was not in Ace Ventura, or the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, or The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live-action one. I would say the only good one, but I'd be 50% lying. Now, even though that is half my job, I can't do that to all 7 of you. I completely forgot. Oh yeah, BoJack Horseman. Will Arnett was perfect for the role of BoJack, and if anyone else was picked for BoJack, I would have probably hated the show if Mr. Peanut Butter was not in it, and Will Arnett was not in it. Mr. Peanut Butter is my boy. Kind of. Anyway, all I'm saying is that if Will Arnett was not selected for the character of BoJack Horseman, I'm pretty sure... Now, this isn't a set deal, but I'm pretty sure the show would have absolutely bombed. Now, I wouldn't say it's a set deal like The Silence of the Lambs or The Mask. No, actually. No, it would have been a set deal, because Will Arnett was perfect for that role. I would have believed that the BoJack Horseman character existed whatsoever if Will Arnett was not playing that role. It's just straight dead-ass facts coming from your boy. This video is getting long, so I'm sorry. I just get really, like, whenever this topic is brought up to me, it's kind of a thing. Now, we'll list some bad actors. This is probably going to be a 30-minute video, and I'm sorry for your inconvenience. But I have a job to do, and I have nothing better to do than eat cereal. Do I really want to say this on camera? Who gives a fuck? Masturbate and watch Filthy Frank. So, you know, you wasted your own time by clicking on this video. Just saying. But anyway, let's list some bad actors, shall we? How about Jared Leto? I'm not going to bring up any more by Jared Leto. We all know he's a bad actor. I already mentioned that at the beginning of the video anyway. Jared Leto. Who else? Who else? Let me think of some. Let me think of some. Do I? Well, I can't think of any other than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jared Leto, because it's kind of hard for me. Because, you know, I do this thing called not wasting my time. God damn it, I walked right into that one. So I can't really name any bad actors off the top of my head. Because, like, when a bad actor comes to mind, I think of several actors like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I can't really say that about him because I do like his movies. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. But he comes to mind specifically because he has specifically proned himself to a specific genre of movie playing a specific type of character. So, I can't really call him a bad actor. He's a good actor in his field, but does that mean that he's a good actor outside of his field? Making him, by my standards, a grade A actor. Ugh. And I guess that's why you would call him a B-class actor, which would put him in the Nicolas Cage area. Which I do like Nicolas Cage. He's actually been in a lot of my favorite movies. Judge me all you want. But that doesn't mean he's a good actor. That just means he's a good actor in his field. Oh wait, Nicolas Cage doesn't have a specific field. I guess that's why he's a B actor. Oh shit. Well, actually, no, another one came to mind. Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. He's a bad actor. Alright? He's a terrible actor. It's like watching John Cena. Well, yeah, it's like watching John Cena. So John Cena and Dwayne Johnson will go under the same category. Now, I know. I mean, I can't really expect pro wrestlers to be the best actors in the world, like if Taylor Swift was in the movie. Dear God, the world would end that day. The prophecy of Revelation would come true the day that Taylor Swift stars in a movie. Anyway, I'm gonna start doing this now when I can't think of anything. Oh, Adam Levine. You probably don't know who he is. He's actually a recently sprouted actor. Now, I've seen a couple of his movies. Which I didn't regret watching them. I only thought one of them was good, though. One out of the two that I've seen. I saw Jexy and I saw Game Over Man. Now, which can you think that I thought was the best one? Game Over Man. You know why? Because he wasn't basically the only actor there. He was paired up, he was trioed up with two overqualified actors. He's not a good actor. He's only... Where do I even start? If you've seen any of his stuff, if you've seen, like, his comedy and any of his movies, you will know what I'm talking about. Now, don't get me wrong. I actually kind of liked Game Over Man. I thought it was a good movie. But the funny thing is, the only reason I added it to my watch list on Netflix was because Adam Levine was on the cover, but I thought he looked like Matt Pat from Game Theory. And I thought, wow, that's pretty fucking hilarious. Why don't I put Game Theory in my watch list? But then I actually watched it and I thought two things. Wow, this is a great movie, other than Adam Levine. And B, that's not Game Theory. You've disappointed me yet again, Netflix. Bad boy. Bad boy. Anyhow, Adam Levine. Well, in Jexy. Maybe it was because it was just an overall bad movie that it kind of made him look worse by comparison. I didn't like that movie. I hated that movie. It looked like if a millennial was on crack and then smoked some weed and then overdosed, and then their dad, who was also somehow a millennial, took over for them. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like... Basically what I'm saying is, it looks like if a millennial had a bad perspective on what a millennial acts like. Which millennials already... A complete offense to all of you, act like retards. And the movie was what I just explained to you. It was a train wreck, and it just looked like somebody... I felt like I was off the shits half the movie. Because fucking Kid Cudi was in it? For no reason. Other than, oh shit, we got Kid Cudi. That's pretty cool. Isn't that cool? He's smoking weed with us. Isn't that nice? Like, just watch the movie. I can't explain it to you. It's one of those movies where it's like... Where think... Now, personally, I haven't seen this movie, so I'm just going off of what I've heard. Think Her, but attempting to be a comedy, and not as well written, from what I've heard. Yeah. Yeah, you just got blue balls. Sorry, bro. Or sister, if women can get blue balls. Or blue clits. I'm going to jail. Anyway, let's get to his comedy. His comedy movies. You know how Netflix has like they do stand-up comedy for, as Family Guy puts it, literally everybody? Well, they have one for Adam Levine. Which, he wasn't that funny. Most of his jokes, and let me just say something here. I'm going to sound like a hypocrite, but I do not care. I know I have the lowest sense of humor on earth because I have literally said, and I will stand by this fact, sex is funny. But this man just takes that to the extreme, to the point where it's kind of annoying, coming from a guy who shitposts on his Twitter account. It was basically an hour of sex is funny. Audience laughs. He looks at audience. Probably gets a boner. I'm not kidding. Every time the audience laughs, he looks at the audience with this... I can't really do it because I'm wearing a mask, but it's like... You can't really see what kind of face I'm making. But it's kind of like... Fuck you. But it's kind of like every time the audience laughs, he looks at them like he just got a huge erection. Like he just popped an extra 15 inches just because 10,000 people laughed at his joke. Which wasn't that funny, by the way. In fact, he was so funny, I will bet that Netflix probably paid all those people to laugh at his jokes. You know, memento. But that's gonna do it all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I had to take off the mask real quick because it's getting sweaty in this thing because I've been talking in it for 30 minutes straight. So it kind of just condensates and it's really gross. So I'm just gonna wipe it off. There we go. Did I break it? Ah, shit. I think I fucking broke it. But, you know what to do if you like the video. But if you didn't like the video, well, aren't you a special fucking snowflake? See, you get to do this thing called dislike bomb my video. And then you get the fuck off, you hater. Nobody cares if you didn't like my video. Nobody cares. Nobody fucking... I don't fucking care if you hate my video. If you hate my video, well, good for you. You have a person who cares less in your life now. But, you know, no disrespect. Full disrespect. Who gives a shit? This is olive oil soup. Spilling on the floor. I got a